I'm Alicia White, the CEO and founder of Back of the Room Productions and SpeakerSheets.com. I want to share a little bit about how we select your colors during your Branding Foundation video consultation. One of the first things that we do is that you and I get on a video conference and I share my screen with you so that you can see and select the colors, the fonts, and the styles for your branding. I'm going to show you just quickly what I mean by selecting your colors. First, you and I have already had a discussion where you've told me that you have 3 colors in mind for your branding. Let's say you want the color purple as part of your branding. I pick out purples that print well, that look well on digital products, and I show them to you, and you decide whether that's the purple for you or not. For example, let's say this isn't the purple for you. So we kind of do like what an eye doctor does with an eye chart. I ask, do you like this one or this one or this one? Oops, hold on. This one or this one? Or do you like this purple or this purple? And let's say you like this purple, and so we decide that this is going to be the purple for your branding. Your major elements are going to be in this nice purple. Of course, you could choose any color that you want. Now we go on to a secondary color. Let's say it's green that you want as your secondary color. So I've selected a nice green that would complement a purple that I had selected. And you say, no, I really wanted that more like a green apple green. So we go here. And you think, well, I'm not so sure I'm crazy about that green. So we try another one, just like looking at an eye chart, this one or this one. And let's say you like that, and we say, okay, this is your secondary color for your brand. We go on to a third color, and you've told me you want the color coral. Well, my definition of coral may be more on the pink and red tones, whereas yours is more on an orange tone. So I can play with the slider and bring in different colors, but perhaps we're not getting there, so we just keep going until we find a color of coral that you like. And let's say it's this color. So I use this third color as an accent piece. I want it to pop. And when we put all 3 of the colors together, you'll notice that this big block here will be your primary color of your branding. Purple is one of your favorite colors. Actually, it was in the case of this client. She also loved this chartreuse bright green, and she loved the color of coral. And what I did, because this doesn't look like much, you really have to put it in a setting where it makes sense. So I have added the purple into these little pieces to show you how the colors work together. Maybe this isn't so bright, it fades back, or maybe it's black. But you can see how putting just a little pop of color, your secondary color in there, makes a difference instead of having it all purple. Another thing that I do so that you can really get a good idea of how this works is I bring in an element that you could use for a business card, a social media image, a flyer. You know, this is kind of like a background. And I show you how using this color plays in so well with your secondary and third colors. So we're not going to use a lot of the coral. She likes it, but she doesn't want this whole thing to be coral. That would just not be what she would want at all. But if we just play around with the pieces, that way you can see how your color in your branding will work so that it's a lot better to visualize than these blocks. So that's what I do with your Branding Foundation consultation. When we do this on video, you get to go through and select the colors that you like, and then we do the same thing with fonts and the same thing with styles. At the end, you get a branding style guide that will have all of your colors listed for printing, for the web, and for digital products. So you'll have PMS colors or CMYK colors for printing, hex values, HEX values for your website if your web developer asks you or gives you a string of 6 numbers and letters and you don't know what that means, that's your hex. And then RGB values for your digital products. And that's just one of the steps that we take in creating your branding foundation. And I hope you'll join me and get your branding foundation done so that you can start marketing consistently everywhere, every time.